What is up? What is up, everybody? This is Mark the Mike, and this is another The Wrestling Babble podcast by Wrestling Link. I'm Mark the Mike. I'm joined by Louis Bean.
What is up? What is up?
Today we have sad news. WWE released Bray Wyatt.
I'm shocked, but you know what? With the way things were going and how you explained,
Yeah,
Braun Strowman being like fair game for everybody, open season basically.
yeah,
I'm not surprised anymore. Yeah,
yeah. So, Bray Wyatt got released yesterday. That hurt me. I hurt my little heart. My heart, because I think he's one of my favorite characters that's there. Like, I love the Firefly. I embraced the Firefly Funhouse. We embraced the Firefly Funhouse. We loved every little segment and shit like that they did.
Yep.
We even sucked it up and were like, it could have been better, but it was all right with the swamp match and shit. But yeah, Bray Wyatt is one of those guys. He's like a one in generation kind of character. I think, you know, all the talk with Bryan and then CM Punk, but imagine Bray Wyatt with full control of his character.
Yeah, I know. It would be one of the best things for anybody to actually acquire Bray Wyatt as a talent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. His creative juices alone is like anybody could use that. Like, I could see, oh, you know what? If they do it right too. So now you have Hangman Page. Like, the thing is with AEW is the fact that my thing I'm having issues with AEW is the fact that they're cutting like pushes for just in case these guys come. I don't like that.
Understood.
Like, Hangman Page is your babyface. Like, I'm not the biggest Hangman Page fan, but I will say that he's your babyface. Right now, he is your biggest babyface. To have him lose the way that he lost, and then now, like, who's going to take that title spot because now they has the opening for the title. I think it should have been Hangman Page and Omega. Like, you built that for a whole year, and then you just cut it off.
I could definitely see that being a problem.
Yeah. I have issues with that. We'll get into that when we get to the show. But more on Bray Wyatt. So, yeah, he got released. He was out for a while. The last match he did was WrestleMania. And he did not want to do that match. He was just out of it. Like, he mentally was out. Once Brody Lee passed away, he was mentally out of it. And he did not want to perform for a while. They gave him the break. They gave him the hiatus. He was supposed to come back by SummerSlam. They were setting that he was going to start doing some more Firefly Funhouses. He was going to go after somebody. And the lot of the talks that who he was going to go for was Big E.
I would like to see that.
Yeah.
Damn, that makes me sad. Okay.
Yeah, he was supposed to go after Big E to give him something to do while he's Money in the Bank.
Okay.
And he was going to go on SmackDown.
Yeah, that's right, because he was on Raw.
Yeah, or he was going to go on Raw because there's a lot of rumors that Big E's going to go to Raw. So I actually think that would have been great because they worked really good together before. And it brings back history between the New Day and him. And then the fact that he'll be by himself for it and they could use the New Day as leverage and shit, would have been fucking cool.
I mean, I do remember the visual of the Wyatt family versus the New Day.
I loved it.
The overalls and stuff. But I don't, again, that's probably when I first got back into watching wrestling that happened. So I wasn't even invested. I didn't even know what was going on. So.
And then we met, and now you're embraced in wrestling.
Yes, sir.
I give you
for
too
better
much,
or for worse, right?
I give you too much wrestling now.
Oh boy, we still got, regardless of what's happening, we still got to watch Raw. So.
Yeah. But yeah, there was a lot of plans that he was supposed to come back, and I'm just a little sad because, again, he's one of my favorite characters. I love the Firefly Funhouse. I love the Alexa Bliss and stuff, Alexa Bliss stuff he did with. I wish they embraced it more. I wish they did more with that because Alexa was amazing in it as well. I love the characters. I love the puppets. Yo, somehow, some way, I found like almost the whole Bray Wyatt puppet show.
Yeah, because they made them in figures and stuff.
Yeah, and I just randomly bought them. It was not like a planned thing. The only thing I'm missing is his regular suit, which Tommy found, and he's gonna pick it up today for me.
Okay, cool.
So, and it comes with Husky, the pig.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah. So I'm sad because again, he's one of my favorite characters. I loved him in the Wyatt family. I embraced Bray Wyatt since NXT when he brought in that character with the rocking chair and shit. So I love that character since then. He had it. They had something special with, especially with Luke Harper and Roman, and then even Braun Strowman when he came in. I feel like they could have embraced it more. I felt like WWE never gave 100% into the Wyatt family, which I think they should have gave it 150%.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that about them not giving 100% because one of the real vivid memories I have about beginning to watch again was them getting beat by The Rock.
Yeah.
And I was just like, well,
Well,
yeah. All right.
Yeah. I have issues with, I have my issues with that, but again, Wyatts were an iconic team. And again, they go in the same lines of like the Shield and the New Day. Like they're long tender and had a really good team, and they had a really good look, and they were scary fucking dudes. The Cena and Bray Wyatt rivalry was really good, but you could have had Wyatt win that rivalry. That was the biggest thing that didn't happen. You missed out on the Undertaker Bray Wyatt to be an epic match, and yeah, it didn't do nothing with that either.
Oh, so that was actually a time and place thing that happened. I didn't even know. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, sadly, Bray Wyatt is out, but you know what? Again, having this man fucking have 100% creativity with his character, going back to wrestling, he has like layers of characters he could fucking do. He doesn't have to be a Bray Wyatt anymore. He could be whatever the fuck he wants, and he could be the Firefly Funhouse regular shit, and then go demonic, and then go back to being like a cult leader and things like that. He has so much fucking layers of a character. But even you said he should do horror flicks, and I agree with that.
It seems like he was gearing up towards like showing off how he could be a really just a different character than anything I've ever seen before with the Fiend.
Yeah.
So it just made sense if he was to become a horror icon, because didn't he team up with one of the legends and like to make that belt and the mask and all that stuff?
Yeah. The Tom Sanelli or whatever his name is.
Mm-hmm.
I think
isn't that guy's forte is like the practical effects and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it does make sense. Like it's a lot of things, and then he made good friends with him. He also did like the Slipknot mask and shit. So he like Bray Wyatt made a lot of friends doing this character. But yeah, I'm a little sad. But yeah. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, but it's sad to see Bray Wyatt go.
This is true.
Yeah. Anyway, other news is again. There's bigger news going into. Yeah. So yeah, Josh is like texting me, and I'm fucking paying attention to. I'm going blank because he's trying to get into the Impact app, and it's not letting him.
Oh, okay.
Let me double check anyway.
Curse you, Impact app.
Curse you, Impact.
Let him in.
But yeah, it's been crazy.
There you go, Bray Wyatt to the Impact Zone. There you go.
Yeah, Impact would be a good spot for a lot of people, and I feel like a lot of people are not giving them that shine where they could go.
That forbidden door is open, so it's not just Impact if he goes there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So who knows?
But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Like I could feel like a lot of women could get a lot of stuff in that too, like the Iconics. I have a feeling they go in AEW though.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, he's keeping me like minion.
Did they? Did they? Did because of the timing and things, and I know they have their own show and whatnot. Do they
Yeah,
ever talk about what they want to do? Like, where they? Did they ever say that since they now have the freedom to do so?
yeah.
No, I'm asking. Have you ever heard them say that? Because
No,
I haven't
I
heard
know
the.
they.
I haven't heard the show
I know
recently.
in the cast they talk about going into acting and stuff like that.
Oh, all right.
So
There you go.
yeah,
Okay.
I don't. I'm not sure. But I would like. I wouldn't mind seeing them. It'd be interesting to see where they go with that. Um, yeah. But I wouldn't mind seeing some of the women going there. Ruby Riot, I'm still waiting to see where she goes
This is true. I see.
because I actually thought she was gonna team up with Brian Myers as well.
Okay.
That would have been a cool team up. But no, she did not, and it was Missy Hyatt, and she old.
I don't remember Missy Hyatt.
Missy
I
Hyatt.
believe I was out of.
Oh, you probably. Missy Hyatt was like WCW valet, like early '90s,
With
late
who though?
'80s.
I don't know, but who she like the most famously valet with? You remember
Yeah,
or no?
yeah.
I,
Who she was? She was with Austin for a bit. And he was the stunning Steve Austin. She was with the danger Paul Heyman's group of people for a bit. She managed a lot of different people though.
oh, okay, got you.
Yeah,
Got you.
so she lined up being team up. But yeah, she lined up being his tag partner. Anyway, let's go into our weekend wrestling. It's sad. Again, we're talking about Bray Wyatt, and it's a little sad here. But again, he's probably in the best shape of his life right now. They showed pictures of him recently, with a fan, and he looks like he's jacked as shit. Like he lost at least a good 50 pounds.
All right, good for him.
So he looks at least healthy at least. All right, weekend wrestling. Sadly, I had a lot of issues with this weekend wrestling, and it goes. I think it goes through every single show, and not just one particular. I think I had my issues with Raw. I had a little issues with SmackDown. I had a little issues with AEW. I even had a little issues with NXT. NXT literally the best show, and I had slight little issues with them.
Mm-hmm.
So, going into Monday Night Raw, we kick off with Sheamus versus Damian Priest, and I think this was for a contenders match. So basically, they fought for him to be a contender. I thought he was a contender already.
I thought he challenged for the belt, and then the match was gonna happen, but apparently no. He challenged for the belt, and Sheamus said, "No, you gotta challenge me for the right to challenge for the belt." So here we go.
Yeah, I like Sheamus, so I'm fine with whatever Sheamus wants to do.
And it was a banger of a match. I
Yeah.
think it was one of the best matches on the show.
Yeah, it was a good match. That's the thing. Like, I can't take away the talent of the actual matches because the matches are actually really good. It's just when you repeat shit so much, it just gets me not to care. But that's not this match. This match was actually really good. And I guess Damian Priest is number one contender for the U.S. title.
I look forward to it.
You got AJ Styles and Amos defeat the Viking Raiders in a Raw Tag Team Championship match. So this would be the third time in a row they fought.
Minus one person on each side. Yes. Yeah. Because since the last pay-per-view, this will be too many times.
Yeah.
Stop it, please.
You had Drew McIntyre defeat Veer by disqualification.
That was actually a better match than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be just him wailing on a dude, and I mean, at least that guy got to show he knows what's up. So.
Yeah, we had.
Wasn't he in NXT with Bivens?
Yeah. Yes,
yeah, he was, right?
Yes, he was.
Yeah, so cool.
WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match. Natalya and Tamina defeat Eva Marie and Doudrop. So we had a injury with Natalya getting her knee twisted.
I saw it looked awful when you see it back in slow motion. But when you saw it happen, I didn't see it.
Yeah, I
I
saw
could
when it
tell.
happened, and it just looked painful and didn't look very comfortable whatsoever. And I was just like,
Yeah. And it's super unfortunate because that was just a freaking like
yeah,
that wasn't something anybody could have saw coming. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So yeah,
But yeah, hopefully she gets a pretty speedy recovery. She didn't have to go full surgery, but she still needs time to recover.
mm-hmm. I saw the picture of her and TJ or her in a wheelchair. So she got some. She got some type of
Yeah,
little procedure. So we'll
yeah,
see.
yeah.
Get well
Um,
soon.
yeah, get well soon. Uh, where's
Oh wait, we did miss the Louis Lushin
Oh yeah, the Lily, Lily Lucian thing was actually pretty cute.
because that was actually pretty funny.
I actually
And
like
then I
the.
saw the T-shirt. Did you buy the T-shirt?
No, I didn't buy it.
Because somebody asked her, "Who made this?"
Yeah,
And then I saw Alexa Bliss reply, "Lily made it." And then
yeah.
the people that replies were like, "Oh, you messed up asking her that question."
You know what I
Now
actually
Lily's gonna get
like
you.
too was her interaction with Eva Marie, and he was like, "Oh, yeah,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
excited." Woo.
Yes. Yep.
Alexa is fucking killing with the characters. She again, and I felt bad too. She actually wrote something to Bray Wyatt, and she probably said like the last 2 years like was probably her most fun time she had building the character Bray Wyatt.
Mm-hmm.
So like she was really sad to hear
Yeah. That's
they
unfortunate.
got
What?
really close for doing that character and shit like that. So it was sad. We had Karrion Cross, the generic Karrion Cross, versus the loser Keith Lee now because he keep losing damn matches.
It's just, I feel like this was something again. I feel like there was no build up for it. They just kept talking about it on the microphone. Like this
Yeah,
is like something we should all be expecting. But it kind of sucks for Karrion Cross. There's not even. Let me ask you, Merc. Does he have like little vignettes or anything besides that one that he had?
that one that he had, and that's it.
It's just like he's just there.
Yeah,
Just shows up and fights somebody, and it just doesn't feel special at all. And
yeah,
meanwhile, in NXT, like we said, he's not the greatest, but they managed to make him feel special. And it's just they don't get him. There's
yeah,
another one.
yeah.
And Keith Lee, what's happening? What's happening, Mark? What they doing to our
I
boy?
don't know,
He just got
man.
back.
I don't know. Like, I even said this. Like, how you gonna have him lose so fast? Him coming back, like it's sad. It's sad to see because again, we are fans of this guy and he's good. He's probably one of your better big men that you have, and yeah, I just shit on him.
Just nothing for you creatively, huh? We just gonna throw you in there with the wolves.
Yeah, I guess this is gonna be the excuse of everything now. It's like, oh, nothing creative, so I guess y'all could lose. We don't care.
Yeah, basically. Right.
Yeah, and it's just it's getting sad. It's getting to a point that is like, yo, you need something. You need to do something better with that.
Yeah, I don't understand how the side players on the main show have way less depth and story than the side players on NXT,
Yeah,
on Impact, even on AEW. Some side players got stories like what's happening here.
yeah,
Funny we say that, but the next match, they actually have a story going on.
yeah,
Mansoor and Mustafa Ali
yeah,
versus Mason T-Bar.
yeah. And but and then this is another like you just had Mason T-Bar, and they didn't really do anything hinting of their past.
That's funny. I don't understand why they can't just be like, these guys were like best friends for the longest time.
Yeah, like
And
there
then
was
it's like
no
nothing.
mentioning of anything of retribution. What they just forgot once they took the mask off.
And the only people saying anything is them off is on their Twitters and social media and stuff. Like
Yeah,
you had to, if I wasn't following Mace, I wouldn't know about the stuff he said about. He's like, you ever got to beat your boss up? Like I
yeah,
thought that was hilarious. But like that wasn't on the show. They just
yeah,
started in the ring. So
yeah. It's fucking
yeah.
crazy.
But the story is Mustafa Ali and Mansoor. They have one going on. That's what I'm saying. Like they're side players and they got a story. But like it almost feels kind of like, all right, so that in 2 weeks they're gonna have a tag team championship match,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna forget about them, never to be seen again.
Yeah. That's crazy.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, the match was good though. Like that's the only thing is, yeah, the match was good. It was just like again, there was no story there. Hold on, one sec. But yeah, but then we go into the WWE champion Bobby Lashley defeats Cedric Alexander, Shelton Benjamin in a handicap match. At least they went into that story. At least
it made the most sense.
Yeah. And then it's just like goes right back into the other stuff. I don't mind him defeating people like that, but it's like again, I want something structured, and we're gonna get. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna go into the next match, which will be Riddle defeats John Morrison. That was actually a really good match.
Yeah, that was another banger.
Yeah. Again, really fun match. They actually have a little storyline going on. At least they keep being consistent with that. They did fought last week, I think, though. Oh no, it was a 6-man tag, right?
Yeah, those were the other 2 men.
Yeah. All right, so I give you a pass on that. Reginald defeat R-Truth in the 24/7 championship match. I actually didn't mind this.
I thought this was the best match of the show.
Yo, this dude is flipping, and even R-Truth's reactions are fucking hilarious.
Because they had him with the mic on the entire match. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
It was like, hold up, dog. Like R-Truth. Damn, man. See, this is only a shame that you can't have somebody like that. Well, WWE doesn't know what to do with somebody like that as a champion. Because if you just gave R-Truth the belt, that'd just be the best thing ever. Because he would just be making every show consistently entertaining.
Yeah.
Like, if you can make Brock Lesnar laugh, you deserve it, man. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. It is good, though. It was cool. And that dude's... Yo, the flip he did outside the ring, like I get scared for his kneecaps, but he said he's been doing this since he was like 6 years old.
So, props to Reggie.
Because who was it? Sin Cara was talking shit to him.
Oh yeah, because he stole his trampoline.
Yeah. He's like, oh, I tried doing it in day out, and he's like, yeah, I did it since I was 6 years old. And he's like, oh, but why don't you learn how to wrestle then?
I guess he is.
I'm like,
I don't know what to say.
I'm like, Sin Cara, I'm sorry, bro, but you had your issues too, bro. You weren't the greatest. I'll tell you that much. Either one of you, Hincinco or the other one.
I know one of them is a Botchamania All-Star. That's all I know.
He still is, but in Mexico.
Oh no, that sucks. No. Damn.
And then our main event, which was is Charlotte versus Nikki Ash, and Nikki Ash can't get a clean win after winning the championship.
That took no time.
I don't get that. I really don't get that.
I don't even understand how it was just that fast. They evolved into Charlotte gets the match already. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Does that happen to everybody? So when Seth Rollins cashed in his Money in the Bank at that historic WrestleMania moment, right?
Yeah.
Who was in the match? Wasn't it Roman and somebody? Who was the other person in the match? I don't remember.
Brock.
So on that following Monday, did Brock ask him for a rematch?
Yeah.
Like, no. Did he cry and ask him for a rematch?
No. He left and went to his woods.
See? Why can't Charlotte go to the woods? Bro, you see what Brock looks like now?
Go hunt some Chindia, goddammit.
You see what Brock the Butcher looks like now?
Yeah, I saw him with his long hair and shit. He looked like a Odin's son.
He looks like a butcher. That's what he
Yeah.
looks.
He
Don't
looks
mess with that man.
he looks like a fucking a wish.com Thor. Oh man. Damn Brock Lesnar. He better come he better come back with that fucking look. Yo, I want to see him like the crazy Lesnar. You stole my manager Lesnar, so I'm gonna kill you. Look.
No, yeah, that's true.
He comes back with the butcher the butcher outfit.
I mean,
He looks better than the Blade.
comes back with a piece of meat on his arm to the ring.
Yeah.
Why not?
All right. Fuck. We're going to go into NXT. NXT was a solid show. Again, I had some issues with it, but for overall, it was a great show. We had Johnny Gargano, Dexter Lumis battle for Indy. They announced it for next week for Indy Hartwell, which was fucking hilarious. Because she posted after she posted it, the Dominic and the Eddie Guerrero Rey Mysterio. She was like, "I want the same energy."
All right. Well, we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're all good. Hopefully.
Where's the results of regular NXT? It was Roger Strong fought, right? Nah.
I know they had.
No, you had the interview.
The interview with him and Bivens
Yeah.
about the Diamond Mine. It's pretty good.
Okay. So they announced that match.
Mm-hmm.
This is a preview. That's why I'm looking for the results. And I'm looking yeah, none of this happened. Where is the fucking review? Highlights 27th. Yeah, it was 27th, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Why are you? Oh, here it goes. Sorry about that. Oh, Pete Dunne and Orion Lorcan defeat Tommaso Ciampa, Timmy Thatcher in a very, 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 very painful looking tag team match.
That was an amazing match.
Yes, it was. And I was sore after watching it. It hurt me. The amount of things they do. Samoa Joe struck a deal with Mr. Regal and NXT TakeOver. He got a contract with Karrion Kross for the NXT Championship.
And let's see where that goes. I have a feeling that Samoa Joe is going to be NXT champion very soon.
First three-time champion.
So that's what it's looking like.
Carmelo Hayes defeats Josh Bridges for their breakout tournament. I think I'm going for Carmelo Hayes to the finals. I think with no, he has that other dude next, so I think the other dude's gonna win.
I know they had those two, and then they had the other guy in the commentary.
Yeah.
He was just ruthless. I kind of dig that guy. That's what I was saying in the beginning.
Yeah.
That he surprised me because I don't know anything about him.
So he was tag teaming with Shane Thorne earlier.
But I never heard him talk at all.
Yeah,
that's
and
the thing.
he was originally they were supposed to be part of the Hurt Business early on before adding the people to the Hurt Business.
And so that guy, ever since I heard him speak, and I'm like, oh, he gets it. He's good. I like it.
Yeah, Dakota Kai shocked the world. It didn't shock me.
Well,
I saw this happening. I was like,
yeah, I saw it last week. She made a funny face when she said no woman was ready for whatever. You know, she said she made her grand speech about beating up every woman and said no woman. And Dakota Kai was like, excuse me?
All I see is the Michael Jordan with Dakota Kai's face, and I took that personally.
Yes. There you go.
Casey Carrazzo and Kaden Carter defeat Frankie Monet and Jesse Karma. I thought this was a cool tag match. I'm actually digging Casey Carrazzo and Carter a lot more. They're getting a little bit innovative with the tag moves, and I respect that.
I just like that they got a whole story going on with these girls. Again, like I said about people not being the main stars but still having stories. They got a thread going on, and then Frankie Monet and has this entire thing with Robert Stone that's developing over this entire time.
And then Mandy is recruiting people too,
and she don't want to talk about it.
She don't want to talk about it, but she recruiting people with her Cheeto looking.
Because she was like, no, they had on. They tried to get on camera. She was like, go away.
She gotta chill out on tanning a little bit too much.
Or maybe that's her group.
Yeah,
the Cheetos. It's all gonna be burnt.
The orange Cheetos. We had Imperium defeat Hit Row with the help of the Phantasma,
Mm-hmm.
Legado de Phantasma, and
Getting back at him. I see it.
I like it. I'm digging it. The tag match was good. A little hiccups here and there, but it was good.
Yeah, that goddamn Imperium's always on point. You
Yeah.
know, Hero, you can tell they fairly getting started in things, but again, they're still mad good. Ashanti the Adonis is I think he's underrated
Yeah.
because he just came out of nowhere. What was it like last year
Yeah.
when he was just started in 205 and
Yeah.
like he was mad cocky.
Yeah.
But he's good though, so
Yeah.
yeah.
And then our main event was Adam Cole defeats Bronson Reed, and then Kyle O'Reilly comes and attacks Adam Cole.
But he won the match.
Yep. Yep.
He still won. He avoided the splash. He avoided being flattened like a cartoon character.
Yeah.
And what's the name of his finisher? The last shot?
Yeah.
Yes, caught him back in the back of the head. So
Yeah.
he won, but did he really win?
That's
I don't know who that hurts more, that stupid suplex on the stairs though. Let's just point that out.
I just say it hurts you equally, but I think it hurts the other person more because they land with half their body off the thing.
So I don't know what the point of that,
Yeah,
that move is.
Anyway, what else we got? We got I'll say my little disappointments were like within the matches and stuff like that. There's a lot of like little slowdowns that needs to be done because sometimes they go too fast and that's when they fuck up. I feel like they stole a little too much with the Dakota Kai, Raquel Gonzalez.
What you said? Cool.
They stalled a lot. Like they were you could tell they were waiting for something for her to do the transition and stuff like that, and it just like it got to a point that like yeah, she's gonna attack her. It was like you're prepping too much, you're thinking it too much, and I felt like they were going just way too much. Honestly, I think it should have happened with someone coming out, and then while the person's coming out, that's when Dakota Kai attacked. But just in that general. Other than that, the show was good. I enjoyed it.
Yes, sir.
So, okay, we didn't give Raw or Smack or NXT. So, where you give Raw?
I'd probably give Raw B minus.
B minus.
Again, the action still good. It's
Yeah.
just why you gotta make me see the same 7 people every
Yeah.
week. You know what I'm saying? Come on, y'all.
They firing too many.
Letting go everybody.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'll give it a B minus as well. I think the matches quality wise were good. It's just again the same shit sometimes, and you gotta break away from that.
I will give them credit. Damian Priest and Sheamus, brand new, very good.
Yeah.
Morrison and Riddle, although we have seen them on the opposite sides because of Randy, don't forget about that.
Yeah.
But still really, really good though.
Yeah, and it's still building the storyline for Randy or return.
Yeah, because they threatened him. He's all his own, so yeah, we'll see.
I think Randy comes back tonight on Monday
All right, that'd be cool.
because he's fighting Omos on Monday.
Oh, they already have that advertised. Damn,
Yep,
okay.
yep.
That's not really a surprise. They already advertised.
Yeah. We go to AEW.
Oh, what we give NXT?
Oh, NXT.
I give it an
I'm gonna give it an A, solid A. Again, little things here and there, but it wasn't a perfect show. But it was great. It was a great show. We start off with the 10-man tag elimination match. The Elite, Kenny Omega, Young Bucks, Dr. Gallows, and Carl Anderson beat Hangman Page, the Dark Order, and this match had a stipulation: if Dark Order wins, they all get the title shots, and then if Elite wins, they're off the title shot. And Elite won.
Yep. There was a lot of pageantry with this one. I love the Dark Order's coats. They look cool.
And
And I love the Space Jam stuff. It looked so cheesy.
yeah,
but it was the right amount of cheesy, so I was in. So that's
Like
cool.
Don Callis' short ass shorts and shit.
Short shorts, and I love the numbers. The numbers for everybody, I understood most of
Yeah.
them, except I understood Nick's number because his thing is he always makes his shots, even though, and that's in the fucking. I'm so mad.
Yeah.
On the show on Dynamite, he misses his trick shot.
Yeah.
Whereas every time they have the video of him doing it in one shot, one take,
Yeah.
he usually makes his like ridiculous trick shots at his house. It's crazy. Then you see the machine gun.
Yeah.
He had his number, which I thought was funny.
Yeah.
But you know, Big LG with the 69 on the back. Don't forget, he's Sex Ferguson. Come on,
Yeah.
man.
The Ferguson.
It's gotta be.
Yeah.
Kenny with the 23. We get
Yep.
it.
I enjoyed the match. The match was good. There's some crazy.
Unfortunate. Yeah. Unfortunate. Stu Grayson almost cracked his melon.
Yeah.
Where was everybody at?
It was not a smart move, but that shit looked like it hurt. Like that shit took him out for the rest of the match. I had trouble.
He did a flip.
Yeah.
No, he went into the crowd and did a flip.
Yeah.
And then they got counted out, which I thought was like, there's countouts in this match?
I did not know who was the legal man, so I had no clue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it got to a point that I was like, I have no clue who's the legal man.
At some point, it was just Hangman.
I think my only issue with this is the fact that you're trying to build your guys into the title picture, and Adam Page is your perfect babyface right now. He gets the crowd that you want. He gets the cheers that you want, and I just take him off the title picture like that. It's kind of messed up. I
just hope they don't prolong it too long to whatever plan they got, because obviously it's a wrinkle. They got somewhere to go. So let's see. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, but I feel a certain way with that. I was like, you kind of did that with Jungle Boy too, in a way. Like, I felt like Jungle Boy lost momentum because he's not in that status anymore. He's doing tag matches and 6-man tags here and there now. And again, in dark matches, things like that. But he's not going for a contention, or not even the TNT title or anything like that.
Yeah, like he fell off the map.
Yeah,
big time. I do feel like they have a problem. The one issue is they built up the faction, but because they're currently building up the people to take it down.
Yeah,
it's just taking too long.
Yeah,
it's like. I get the building of expectation.
Yeah.
To make it grand when they do all lose, because I feel like at this point they're gonna do something where they just have them all lose all their belts at the same time.
Yeah, and what makes it hurtful, like in this way too, is the fact that it just brings me back to what NWO used to do, and NWO like stood its course way too long.
Yeah, so let's not become the NWO.
Let's not do that. Again, I felt like Adam Page, and again, I'm not the biggest Hangman Page fan. I dig. You know what? I started giving him more respect. I've been watching his matches a bit more because I've been watching Dynamite, so I give him more credit. Just of he's gotten better of working the crowd, and so I appreciate that, and I appreciate him more in the wrestling ring, but. I feel like, you have a natural babyface right now that you could really do something, but you stopped it. I don't understand that, especially you have a pay-per-view not so long from now.
That's true.
But with the rumors hearing like Punk and things like that, I feel like that's kind of messed up too. It's like, why don't you just put Punk versus Daniel Bryan?
But then even now there was so you mentioned Punk,
yeah.
And then I don't know if this is from Darby Allin, that he referenced that's not who he was talking about.
Yeah.
And so that's what I'm saying, the trickery of saying the person's catchphrase, but it's not that person. You built up an expectation. So either he's lying, or they built up this expectation that it's just not going to be him anyway.
Like one y'all lying.
So, like I said to you, Merc.
Yeah.
Shane McMahon, best in the world. Where you at?
Right, that would be fun.
Shane McMahon to AEW.
That would be like the biggest betrayal of anything.
Hell yeah!
Shane McMahon actually goes to AEW.
I would love to see that. I don't care what kind, because it'd be fun.
It'd be a generic "Here Comes the Money" song.
You don't think Shane could take his song?
Here
Come
comes the
on.
cash.
If you know what, I want it. All right, I want that song. Here comes the cast. Yep. Okay.
Best. And he has to have Greg Hamilton with him.
And he has to have the stupid trophy.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Or a miniature size version of it. Or you know what? You just have one random big guy that carries that trophy around.
Yeah. Could you imagine if Shane McMahon showed up with Braun Strowman and they both had the trophy?
Yeah.
No, he had his trophy and Strowman had his green belt.
Oh.
Oh man! All right.
We got the celebration of Ricky Stark's title that was broken up by Brian Cage.
I thought it was the only part that I liked was the part with the band. I was like, all right, they got the New Orleans band playing, for Ricky Starks because he's from New Orleans. They get in the ring and they just let him have it.
Yeah.
So I thought the entire promo, it was just what, and Brian Cage came out and was pissed off.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. Wasn't great.
You have Santana Ortiz versus FTR. I was a bit disappointed, and there was a really bad injury with Dash Wilder.
Yeah, so
So
I don't know what hit his arm, but he cut himself on the ring somehow.
he was
that
gushing.
It was not good.
Yeah.
But he was calm as hell, which I thought was interesting. Like, all right, he
put like
because you could
pressure
tell
on him.
you could tell something wasn't right, but you weren't scared because of how calm he was. He was just like, oh, this is not good.
I was disappointed with the match. I wanted something more.
I wanted the other team to win.
Yeah.
I'm tired of Proud and Powerful not winning.
Yeah.
And I'm also pissed off because they have new music.
Yeah.
They have a remix of their original theme, but I like their original. I like their music, so it makes me mad.
Yeah, I didn't care for this match, and I was just like, and again, I want Santana Ortiz to have something more bigger, and I think this is a way. And I feel Pinnacle has just been winning all the matches, and besides Jericho's the one winning because he has the 5 stages.
The thing that makes me the maddest though is that because, like we just said about things being tied up with the elite, everybody else is winning something, but they're not getting anything.
Yeah.
So
now you have the IWGP United States Championship, Lance Archer versus Hikaru. Yeah. So I'll say my only thing that I liked about this match was Ming.
Yeah, pretty much. I was happy as hell to see what they call him, King Haku.
King Haku. So, other than that, this match was boring. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was not the best Lance Archer match. It wasn't his fault.
Yeah.
The other guy's just not that great yet.
Yeah.
It's gonna take time. I found he's fairly new.
He's like a generic. He's the generic. He hasn't got the tattoo yet.
Yeah, he hasn't earned it. Yeah. You're right. I will say amazing hair.
Yeah.
So
there you go. That's the one. You got one part of the Samoan clan. You got the hair.
Got the hair and the King Haku with the dope ass tracksuit.
Yes, that was the best part of that match. Trios match: Christian Cage and Jurassic Express versus the Hardy family. I actually didn't mind this match. Kind of run everything. It always goes to like crazy shenanigans. So it is what it is. And then Blade comes out and just punches Christian Cage in the face.
So I'm on board with the HFO.
Yeah.
Because it's Matt Hardy.
Yeah.
And he's in. Again.
Yeah.
These are reasons to probably take a peek at Dark Elevation and just regular Dark because he's also on those shows and he's just as crazy. So I'm invested to what's happening. I want him to win though because he keeps losing.
What else? And then we had Thunder Rosa versus Julia Hart. It was okay match. It was nothing special.
It was pretty much a dark match because Julia Hart's really new.
Yeah.
So
and then we go
showcase
to our main event, a no rules match because they didn't want to call it a death match. Chris Jericho versus Nick Cage.
They've had two death matches already in the company, and they can't call it another one.
And they both weren't good.
It's just those
matches are not good. I honestly thought it was just something visually that they had to do, and they again he kind of Nick Gage. Nick Gage is not that great of a wrestler. I think what worked with Matt Cardona, because Matt Cardona is a good worker, and I think if it wasn't Matt Cardona really selling that match and selling it on his podcast and fucking talking mad shit about everything and talking shit about his crew, and he's like, I got the same crew too, but they're for figures and shit like that. I think Matt Cardona made that match money. When
no, I didn't dislike this match. I just meant the other ones they had. I didn't like them either.
I didn't like it
because remember what happened? The explosions didn't go off.
Yeah, the High Wile Coyote. Match. That's what happens.
And then the other one with Moxley was all right, but it's again they're not special. Like they felt like
they can't be TV matches.
Yeah, that's true.
If you're gonna do matches like this, there's gonna be censors. They're gonna be advertisement that they're not gonna fucking Domino's Pizza. Fuck AEW for doing that.
That was hilarious. They put that commercial. I saw that. I was dying laughing.
And PBR is like, yo, can we get that slot?
Yeah, exactly. But for my money, this was all right. I don't watch death matches, so I'm not really in tune with what is the Nick Gage special.
Yeah.
I just felt like from what I know of him, I know pizza cutter, light tube, sheet of plane of glass, DK all day. That's all I know about him.
Yeah.
So I got all those things, and I was like, all right, well, you fought the guy that you were advertised to fight.
Yeah.
Okay, Jericho. Now let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Because the next match is Juventud. So.
Hoovy. I think that was my favorite part of the match.
But like I said, but like I said, my whole thing was he went through this match and to fight Juventud. I'm like, that's kind of like a step down because you just went to the back alley and got beat up, but won. And then you go fight a Mexican DJ? All right.
Name Juventud. The juice.
At
least he's still in good shape.
The juiciest one. Yes.
At least he's still in really good shape. There's history there, so I hope they really go into their history because there is a lot of history there between Jericho and Hoovy.
And then I showed you the picture of Dean Malenko as the ref. So I'm like, yo, you better not forget. He's sitting right there. Come on, man.
He's sitting in the back, just like, I can put it on if you want and need it. I had issues with the match because it was just a very sloppy version of what they usually do. And I understand. I just I didn't care for the match. It just didn't sell me anything. I just know it was part of a storyline, and I was fine with that. But yeah, next week we got Juventud versus Jericho. This is stage 3.
Yes, the third trial of Jericho.
If Ralphus was, I think Ralphus passed away.
I do not know.
Ralphus should be next.
Why is he gonna fight him? I mean, well, that is a trial, right? He doesn't want to.
It's gonna be like a pie eating contest with Ralphus.
What if Ralphus lost weight? Come on, man. That ain't cool.
He only had 2 teeth, so
that we know about.
Somebody like Ralphus, or you know. Oh,
it'd be great if he came with the Roman Reigns, the big brand new teeth.
Yo, what if MJF paid Justin Liger to have one more match with Jericho? I mean, that would be the 5th test.
I feel like this is a bad storyline because he's gonna lose.
Yeah.
I feel like none of this is made for Jericho to actually lose.
Yeah.
It's just made for Jericho to do this ridiculous stuff on the way to the 5th one.
Yeah.
And so I kind of, to that end, is always got in the back of my mind, well, he's going to win every match up until the 5th one.
Yeah. I think he's going to fight Big Show next.
And that's the only one where you could legitimately say, okay, so now we got a 50-50 chance that he might lose. Because up to that, he's going to win every... Let me ask you now, Mark. Number 3, is he going to beat Juventud?
Yes.
Yes. You see what I'm saying? So the 4th one is kind of going to be underwhelming as well, unless it's crazy. If
Big Show.
If the 4th one was Liger, no. Well, he did say he could wrestle. It could be Mark Henry too, because he also said he could wrestle if he wants to.
Big Show had more history with Jericho though.
Yeah, that's his tag team partner, right?
Yeah. That's Jericho's favorite tag partner.
Oh really? I didn't know that. Okay, good stuff.
But yeah, that's AEW for you. Yeah, we got the engage match. Jericho wins, and then we find out he's gonna fight Hookutsu next week. This was for the Fight for the Fallen. So basically, they're just making every single Wednesday a event name.
Yeah, but I thought that what happened to their pay-per-view? Like, it's still one. It's still one.
Their pay-per-views are like every 3 months.
Okay, gotcha.
All Out is the next pay-per-view, which is next month.
Understood. Okay. So I thought it was alright. I thought the whole show was like a B. Again, my issues were there was that horrific let that dude bust his head open like that.
Yeah.
And then some of the stuff wasn't all that. Like you said, the Hangman thing, I felt it could have went a different way.
Yeah.
I would have liked it. Because, I mean, the other part of it was just, goddamn, that crowd, got to give it to them. They were there to see the show. So I imagine the roof would have blew off if your boy would have won. So
yeah. I did not.
The Rosie match was meh.
Yeah, exactly. So I think, I feel like you could have booked. I think Heyman should have won that match, and I think you would have had that crowd going nuts if he won. And then you could have made him the sole survivor too. It didn't you could have found a way of Omega not taking the pin, and then have Nick Jackson or Matt Jackson fucking take the last pin.
Yeah. True.
So there's ways you could have did it. I don't think there was an excuse. Impact, I did not get to watch the whole show. I watched the beginning, which was the Good Brothers versus White and Bay, and they lost. And then White told him you had one more chance to give him. He gave him another chance to become Bullet Club. So you're gonna see where that goes.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor Wilde fought Collab. What's his name? Caleb.
Oh yeah. The guy that's with Emma.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wild won. It wasn't nothing special. You had an 8-man tag of Raju something. Ace and Fulton versus Juice, Finn, Falabla, and No Way.
Oh no! I missed a No Way match. Okay, yeah. I gotta start watching Impact again.
It was a good match. It was fun. And then Jay White attacks Finn and Juice, and Bay helps him.
Okay, all right.
Match nothing special, but it was what it was. Kenny Omega and the Elite arrive, and they attack, and then you got Kazarian coming back to Impact Wrestling.
Oh yes, the Elite Hunter.
And it was a pretty cool, a really good match. Very good ending. Very good match, very entertaining. You got and I really don't care for Kazarian, so there you go. Me saying it's a good match. And then Violent by Design versus Rick Swann and Willie Mack. Swann and Mack that win. Wasn't the greatest match. It was kind of sloppy here and there. And then Chris Sabin versus the Moose. Moose defeats him. That was actually a solid match and a good way to end the show. And then Jay White and Finn and Juice they were attacking each other and whatnot. So they're gonna actually have a fight, I think, next week on Impact.
All right. Okay.
Watch NXT UK. I kind of back up again, so I've been catching up with it again. A lot of crazy matches going down. The tag team champs been really fun to watch. The women's division been fucking killer to watch. So definitely check those out. Shout outs to Menu with Opinion because he's always telling me about the UK stuff, and he keeps me up to date with it. So I gotta just catch up and watch it. So shout outs to Menu with Opinion. He's been watching those.
All right.
Now we go to Friday night. Oh, you want to go Darker Revelations? Did you watch any of them?
Yeah, I did. It was actually a good show. Actually, the commentary this past week for Dark Elevation was actually really good because Eddie Kingston was there.
Okay.
And there's some clips of what was going on. So that if you want to take a peek at any of that stuff, it was really, really good.
Yeah.
Their commentary was on fire. So.
Yeah. Now we go to SmackDown. You kick off with John Cena and his promos, and then broke ass Corbin comes out, asks him to be put in a movie or be his stunt double, and John Cena beat his up for no reason. Man got ketchup on his shirt, and you treat him like shit. That's fucked up. John Cena, I thought you were a make-a-wish person.
That's not what happened at all. Baron Corbin is
I'm
evil.
saying, Baron Corbin did nothing. All he asks is for a little help, and Cena
opened up his wallet and gave him the money that was in there. Come on, man.
like $2.
He said, "That's it. You're rich.
Yeah,
You're Hollywood rich."
I'm digging whatever they're doing with Baron Corbin right now. If you're not like I'm digging the character work and just fucking. He looks miserable. His hair looks miserable. He keeping the salt and pepper hair.
I love how he says, because they asked him if that's the same shirt, and he says no. He just keeps getting stains on it when he opens his spaghetti on the sidewalk. What the yo, man?
He doesn't look like he has any nutrients, man. All he's eating is canned spaghetti.
His wife took the kids because he can't perform. You see?
Yeah, it's all John Cena's fault.
Oh, how dare you? Don't blame John Cena.
I blame John Cena. I blame him. He took his spot. Could have let him have the.
They didn't even bring that up. I thought they were going to bring up him making him. Remember, he cost him the Money in the Bank.
Yeah. So you see, it all comes down. John Cena. It's John Cena's fault.
Mad they didn't bring that up.
Yeah, there you go. We got Rey Mysterio defeat Jimmy Uso, and Rey Mysterio had a conversation with his son like, you're doing a lot of dumb rookie mistakes, so make sure you don't do dumb shits no more.
And then they cheat.
To win.
What he was trying to tell his son, sometimes you gotta cheat, son.
His uncle's Eddie Guerrero, so
this is true.
You gotta learn from the best. That's the thing. Like, Dominic, learn from Eddie Guerrero. Rey Mysterio Rey Mysterio was never a bad guy. Like he tried to win matches fair and square all his life, except for his Filthy Animals. Filthy Animals was a different story. That was like the only like scent of heel that Rey Mysterio ever did was Filthy Animals.
True, but was he even bad then?
They
just like chaotic?
They were considered heels at the time when they first arrived when he used to do the horns on his head. They were considered heels. But fans started liking them, so he went right back to babyface.
Well, there you go.
But that was the only time like Rey Mysterio was actually technically a heel.
I would like if Rey Mysterio went too far.
Yeah.
If he just started telling his son to cheat every week, like
watch videos of your uncle. Throw the belt at the person's face and act like you got hurt.
Exactly. He's like, Dad, I trust you, but you keep having me do these things every week.
Yeah.
We win, but like that's against the rules.
At what cost?
Yes. Your soul, son. Your soul.
The return of Sasha Banks after Zelina Vega and Carmella beat the crap out of Bianca Belair.
All I have to say is Carmella is persistent.
Yep.
And I have to give them some crap because this is suffering from we don't have that many people. Yeah. He fired all of them.
Yeah.
That's
you have
kind of how I feel about this.
Technically,
she fought her at Rolling Loud for the championship. She fought her some other time for at the pay-per-view for the champ. Like, come on, man.
Well, at least
I know she was barely standing, but like,
at least
they got nobody else.
At least Carmella made excuses like the lighting was not right, that I couldn't see correctly because of the dark, and it was bullshit. And then I was fine with that. Like, she made the excuses and stuff, but when you actually have, I know for a fact, 4 other women backstage that you have not showcased at all since Money in the Bank. You have a Liv Morgan back there. You have a Naomi back there because she got switched to brands. You have,
really? Oh my goodness.
You have Carmella, and then you also have Zelina Vega. So you do have other women that could be in that spot besides Sasha Banks. I don't mind it. I don't mind the Sasha Banks because, again, when she returned, I was like, yo, she's too huggy. She's going to fuck her up.
But also, it's been like 2-3 months. It's been a while.
Yeah, she took a break.
It's been a while.
She took a break, so Sasha has full right. Like, she took her 3 months. You know what? This is what Charlotte should do. After she loses a big title match, go away for a while.
Yeah.
Sasha did it, and it was fine. And and this also helps build up other women. So when they have the title, you have other women they can work with.
Exactly. And it's not just the returning person by themselves beating it into the mud. It's the returning person with all these other fresh faces.
And you got Tony Storm.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
So
but she wasn't on the show. She wasn't on the show.
5 women you could use. 5 women you could have got involved with just getting a number one contender shot.
Although I will say, when they were beating her down, it did look like a softcore adult film, because it just turned into like they were just patting her. Like, it looked hilarious the way they were beating up the champ. It looked like Zelina Vega might as well have had a pillow in her hand.
Yeah,
they look hilarious.
Pillow fight. Oh man, so this is where I was saying when SmackDown got really predictable, because once Sasha Banks came out and she was all happy and huggy and shit like that, I was like, yeah, she's gonna betray you. Mm-hmm. It's happening, 100%.
She's nobody's friend for real.
She's nobody's friend. You never listened to Corey Graves? Corey Graves been saying this for many years since Sasha Banks has been on TV. Don't trust that girl.
It's what she do.
Bailey did it. Bailey did it before she did it to her.
Exactly. And that was the reason she said it. I did it before you did it to me. So
there you go. But
and of course, Billy had something to tweet about it. So I like that.
I feel like next week, like say for instance, it's going to be Sasha and Bianca Belair for SummerSlam. But I feel like next week you should also start developing your next contender after SummerSlam. So I feel like you should start getting Liv Morgan, Toni Storm, Selena Vega, Naomi. I think Mia Yim's on SmackDown's roster too.
Really?
You have talent. Show them. Have them all come out. Have a 6-way match, and just showcase them. Let us see who is in that SmackDown Women's roster, because dude, I just named 5 that you could easily put in a contender with Bianca Belair, and that will work. Yeah,
and it's kind of gonna roll. This problem is gonna roll into another match that happened later.
Yeah,
that is my same problem. It's starting to show with SmackDown.
Yeah, and then we had Reggie defeat Chad Gable for the 27th.
I thought this was great.
That was cool.
Reggie's underrated, because you could tell he's learning stuff about actual wrestling. And then I just saw a promo he had where they were like, "It's Reggie was actually not French," and it's like, he just got his foot in the door, so this is what he wanted to be. So he has a promising future, right? But I like to see what he's doing now.
Kofi Kingston was the one that's
I love it. Yeah, I sent you the thing about them going back and forth, but Reggie was like, "Wouldn't you do it too?" Kofi did do it.
We need big money Kofi.
Please.
We need big money Kofi. So if we ever do get a New Day split, we need big money Kofi. That's the only way I will accept a New Day split, if we get big money Kofi.
Mm-hmm.
And full Jamaican accent and all, with a money, walks around with a money bag.
Yeah. Big money Kofi, Reginald, and like one more person.
And he refused to do moves unless you pay him. So
and Baron Corbin, he gets his money. He pays Baron Corbin to be his bodyguard.
Yeah, and then he gets his money back.
Yeah, there you go. Big money Kofi.
Yeah, big money Kofi. Big money Kofi. It must be on TV, and it needs to be done. We did get the contract signing, which was kind of bogus too. I love everything Roman did in this thing with Finn Balor. Roman's just fucking man. Roman's just
so good.
Too fucking good right now.
Yeah. Yes,
getting mad that the the chair was not in the head of the table. Those little fucking things that he's doing, like those are the things that just keep up with his character, and like it just makes him more and more acknowledged. 100%.
Agree, 100%. Him and Paul Heyman, man, like just the facial reactions, the way the things they were saying off mic and stuff to the people around. How they were pushing around Adam Pearce with the chair. It's good. It's good.
His talks to Balor saying, "I'm going to smash you. I'm going to smash you back to NXT."
And I love what he said though.
Yeah.
About Cena calling him a coward. He's like, you heard. He's saying you listen to him. That's not my words. That's what he said.
Yeah.
So he's not lying, because ducking John Cena to fight Finn Balor. What you mean?
Yeah.
What you mean?
And I'm just saying, Finn Balor has beaten Roman Reigns to get that that title shot he got at SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just saying, Finn Balor has beaten Roman Reigns to get that title shot he got at SummerSlam. And I'm just saying, Finn Balor has beaten Roman Reigns to get that title shot he got at SummerSlam. And I'm just saying, Finn Balor has beaten Roman Reigns to get that title shot he got at SummerSlam.
This is true.
So
This is true.
there's history there too. I like the whole segment, and then Baron. It didn't make sense for Baron Corbin to attack Finn Balor, but then again, it made sense because he was just trying to sign the contract, and then John Cena.
I love that part.
Yeah.
That was dude. That made me die laughing. He's so desperate.
Yeah.
He's so desperate. He needs the money.
Yeah.
So that made me happy. That made me so happy.
And then John Cena came in, beat up Baron Corbin again. Fucking abusive bastard. And signs this contract that's stated for Finn Balor, which I'm just saying, Finn Balor should get a lawyer.
They accept, this is true. But unfortunately, Mark Sterling is employed by Jay Cargill, so he can't show up.
Finn Balor needs a lawyer because that's bullshit.
That's it. 100%.
100% bullshit. Now we go into Big E, Cesaro, King Nakamura versus Apollo, Dolphin, Robert Roode.
Yeah, this is where I have my problem with, like I said in the beginning, where you just keep running me into these same 7 people.
Yeah,
they just keep having the same matches. Yeah. How many 6-man tags these guys gonna have? How many matches these same 6 dudes gonna have?
Yeah,
Big E need to be doing something else, man.
If you're not gonna have the IC champion actually defend his title, then what's the point? Yeah,
like this wasn't a number 1 contendership match, was it?
No, it was just a 6-man tag. I would not mind if Big E found a way to get the IC title while Money in the Bank.
Okay.
And him cashing in like at fucking WrestleMania to Roman for title versus title.
I mean, well, you remember what Cena said. He thought of the U.S. title as a downgrade. So if Roman beat him and took both belts, I don't really think it would be phased.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Roman taking all the titles.
I mean, the whole bloodline got all the belts. Okay. Tamina got the tag, the women's tag. Okay.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I'm just saying. But yeah, I feel like again, there's nothing with the IC title. You have the talent to go do something with the IC title, and you're not. So that's really bothering me. You have Nakamura. You have some of the best wrestlers doing this 6-man tag when you could actually have them in a 6-way for the IC title.
Mm-hmm.
Every single one of those guys could be an IC champion.
Yep.
I don't see what's the hard part of that.
I just my thing is just Big E's been involved with these same 5 men for so long.
Yeah.
During this entire pandemic era, and now it's come to an end, and he's still doing the same thing. I feel like he needs to be the fighting Seth Rollins, but Seth Rollins is out here trying to kill Edge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like he needs to be. We're the other people.
Yeah, and he still
hasn't starting to bother me.
And he still hasn't made like any like threat or anything to any of the champions.
And I hate that the news sites were taking Big E's BS on the podcast and plastering that all over my phone, talking about Big E doesn't want anything except his name for the what do you do? That's not all he wants. Stop it. They write that as gospel. That's news. You see what I'm saying when it comes to the news?
Yeah, I don't know how to take shit fucking serious. Like he was joking about that.
They printed his headlines, my dude. That's crazy.
Yo, I saw that.
You can't say it as a joke. No. It's a headline.
I saw that, and someone on our post on our Wrestling Babble page was like, "Oh, yeah, he's gonna just Google for his last name. Oh, he's stupid." I was like, he was joking, right? This was on his podcast, and he's been ranting about his last name on the podcast for the last year.
And just no context. They just take one line and make that the entire thing. They don't mention anything about the years he's been talking about that. So things like that bother me. But also, it's not making him look important being in these 6-man tag matches. Like,
no, it not. Again, this could have been a 6-man tag, 6-man IC title match.
Again, I don't even want that. I want elevation for E. He needs to be fighting other people. They need to be showcasing more than just.
I feel like he should just have like singles matches, like going up into when he decides to do it. Like have him fight go through the whole roster. Have him fight like Cesaro one week. Have him fight Ziggler next week. Go through his past, I guess. Go through the people that he beat for championships before. You have Ziggler, that was his past. You had fucking Cesaro, that was his past. Nakamura was his past because they won the tag team titles off of them. You have Apollo, which is the IC champion. They fought before, but yeah, you could add him into that. You could add Gable in there. Otis versus Big E. Oh, we a fucking weird ass match, but I'll take it. I wonder if Big E could get him up.
Something different. That's not one of the people he's been fighting every week.
Yeah, you have enough. This is the thing that's really bothering me, and then everyone's like, oh, because they have enough talent. They have enough talent, and then this is the things that you just don't see them all on TV. We were talking about the women's, like you only see the same 3 people, but yo, there's a whole roster of women's wrestlers in the backstage. Like I said, with Bianca Belair, I was like, I mentioned 5 girls that could easily be in that contendership with the women's title.
But they don't have no men.
They just don't use them.
Who? There's nobody in the men's division for SmackDown.
You have Gable.
Because the tag teams are already declared. They already have Dirty Dogs.
Yeah.
Who's been on our television screens the entire time.
But you can also use them
Street
as
Profits.
Singles. You can also use the Dirty Dogs as singles, like because they're both former IC champions too.
They don't do that. They haven't done that.
Yeah,
because they just been focusing on the tag team. Yeah. But even then, Ziggler was doing his thing.
Yeah.
But like again, you see them almost every week, just about every week.
Yeah.
You see Street Profits and some. This is like the first week. No Street Profits. Not even one of them. This is literally the first week in a long time. But not even one of them.
You got Sammy.
Where's he at?
Sammy lost
but then again, even then, Sammy was running to the ground.
Yeah. Yeah, Kevin Owens.
That's what I'm saying. The KO just got finished being running to the ground after he came back. Like they keep getting the guys and running them into the ground.
Yeah. I feel like should be a balance of just getting people back into momentum. And it may take a loss on certain people, but sometimes you just got to make that competitive nature of the title. Like, how about IC title tournament? Seeing that you guys don't have a technical number one contender, so why don't you just make a small tournament for it?
Because at least then you could probably get Gable,
and you could showcase them
as a singles competitor. I mean, even Gable, he's getting his shine because he fought Reggie.
He just threw Reggie around and he just flipped around him.
He got his singles match. That's all I'm saying. And Otis got to be the decoy and bounce himself into Reggie in the beginning of the match. But again, it's like that's 10 people.
Yeah, this is something you could easily do with the IC title right now. Seeing that you have your main title kind of like that's already taken care of, right? The main title is going to be Cena, Roman. That's going to be the main thing, whatever going. Then now you can focus on the IC title. Have a 12-man tournament for the IC title. Baron Corbin. You can have his storyline going all the way to the finals and fucking lose the finals. Or you can even have him win it and get his money back. There's a way if you really get the fans to hate him and then all of a sudden you actually get the fans to feel bad for him and he gets cheered going to the finals.
Well, you see, they were going crazy when he signed the contract. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So again, fan reactions being there is like you could hear people like, okay, let's go this way. But it's like they're not going this way.
Yeah, I will do like especially because you have 3 weeks right before SummerSlam. Have a small tournament for the IC title. Have Apollo come out commentating every single match. Because you then that also showcases him being the IC champion, saying that you gotta earn a fucking title shot with me in a tournament. You can't just get a title shot with me. You could put Big E in there. You could put Gable in there. You could put Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode. Have them fight each other for the first round. Have the tag teams fight each other the first round.
Where's Lucha House Party?
Lucha Raw.
Okay.
Like, there's a lot of things you could do with the IC title, and just I feel like it always gets secondary.
What happened to Hector? I mean, Angel Garza. What? You know what I'm saying? Like what?
Main event. He's a main event. He chases Reginald around.
Boy, so many people.
There's enough
What?
talent there that you
Ricochet.
could make a tournament for the IC title right now.
It's just interesting.
Yeah. It's just crazy. Like, I feel like the IC title always gets that end of the stick, and that's one of my favorite titles, so it always pisses me off when they do that. It is considered the workhorse title. It's considered the title that gets defended in every house show because the world champion don't want to work them.
This is funny.
So it's something they could easily do. Like, honestly, make a IC title tournament going to SummerSlam that could put momentum back into the IC title, but also make it look apparent that it's important because you got to win a tournament to get to the title. Big E right now is not going to be in the main event picture, so while he's the Money in the Bank, he's going to try to collect some more stuff to put in that suitcase.
Apparently, they still got Riddick Moss on the roster. They still got a few people who ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, so this is something you could easily do. Like, is it something just to get people back and just give you a array of matches?
Slapjack is still on the roster. They got people just sitting.
Yeah. So, like, there's no excuse that they don't have the people. They just don't use the people. They have the people.
It's kind of like making
Shane Thorne is not a bad wrestler whatsoever. He's a good wrestler.
Yeah. It's just that's what's making me not invested in some of the matches.
Yeah.
It just is.
Like, again, this is make a tournament to showcase these guys. Cesaro, he's not doing nothing. Yeah, fucked up his push, so put him in the tournament. Nakamura, put him in the tournament. Fuck it, put Bogues in the tournament. Fuck it. Let's see what he could do.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
And just start showcasing these singles matches again because, again, I'm tired of the random 6-man tag or 4 or 8-man tags. I'm tired of them. They're not good. They're just the same thing every single week. And this is not just WWE. This is AEW. This is Impact Wrestling that does it as well. I am tired of 8-man tags that don't have no story. You're just going to throw them all together and just like fucking let's get these people on TV. I don't give a fuck about that. Make those titles again mean something. Make the IC title mean something. At least the US title is being like fought out for right now. So the IC title needs work. And you have Apollo having the title. So again, make a tournament, have Apollo join commentating every single match and just talk shit about everybody.
It doesn't make sense to me that Apollo is fighting and Commander Aziz is not fighting. Because if I was a champion, I had a giant man. Why would I be in a match when I got a minion?
Yeah, I would have everyone fight him and see if they could get the number one contendership.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you got to beat my Commander.
But then they would have to make the Commander win like a monster, which they just don't.
And he's good.
But they just don't make him win.
I think he's actually a better wrestler than Almas.
But he had a lot more time, didn't he?
Yeah,
Wasn't he there for a long ass time?
He was involved for a long time.
Okay, so again, it's just he had one match.
Yeah.
As Commander Aziz. One.
Yeah.
It wasn't a KO, and that was it?
Yeah.
That's you. But you see what I mean? Like, I get about the rotation of people who actually wrestle. It's just like, it's off.
Yeah, it's off. And they have the talent, so it's no excuse in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we went into a big thing with SmackDown. Edge beats down Seth Rollins beats down Edge.
Tried to kill him with a camera.
Yeah, with a $1,000 camera.
That suit is insane.
That was it was like a card suit, right?
Yes, it does look like a card. Yeah,
it looks dope. Yeah, again, Seth Rollins got to wrestle in the suits. I'm just saying.
He's almost like at this point, Seth Rollins is a Batman villain. He's a Batman 66 villain.
Yeah. 100%. You can pow, boom. That's all you gotta need with Seth Rollins now. Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks tag team against Carmella and Zelina Vega in the main event of Raw. Main event of SmackDown. I saw exactly how this was gonna go. I was like, yeah, here we go. I'm waiting for the beatdown. And we got it. The beatdown of the boss right after they took the win of the match. I feel like they didn't have to win the match in order to get her to fucking betray her. I felt like they could have just easily did it in a way that doesn't really affect or make Carmella or Zelina Vega lose. It just gets the match called off because she has her in a certain predicament and catches her with the bank statement.
Well, I mean, look, I don't really think they'll win or losing this bad because the people they lost to are like the two top. So it's like the stat wise, it makes sense. It's not like they lost to somebody who's like below them in the rankings or something. So it's all right.
Yeah.
And besides, they're technically it's 3 bad guys and 1 good guy. So so it's like, they got their comeuppance. It's all right.
Yep. But SmackDown. I'm gonna give it A-.
I
might have to go to. You know what? I might have to. I
want to go B+, but again, Roman stuff. I love the Cena stuff. The Cena with Corbin. I love that. I love the contract signing. That was one of the best contract signings in a while. It was stupid.
I love the Corbin shit.
Like every part that Corbin was involved in, I thought was great.
Yeah.
So I love the Reginald versus Gable.
Yeah.
So again, I don't think it was bad. I even thought Rey Mysterio versus Jimmy Uso was actually a really good match.
It was a good match. It was a really good match, and it had story going into it. Again, my only issues is the consistency of like just not caring about the IC Championship, these 6-man tags that always just happen, and for no rhyme or reason. And it's just like, I'm gonna start taking points away of SmackDown because I keep repeating shit too. Y'all do it better, but y'all do repeat shit at times as well.
Yeah. So I have to give it an A- as well. I wouldn't go too far. Too far
I'm gonna give A- because that contract signing is probably one of the most entertaining contract signings I've seen in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So I give that credit. Podcast we listened to. I did not get to listen. I listened to New Day. This is where Big E was saying that he gonna cash in and get his last name, and the way he's gonna run in, he's gonna be like, "Hey, wait, hold up. This is what I want." But he also talked about cashing in maybe on Goldberg.
Yeah.
So don't take everything fucking, especially they talk on the podcast. What you talking? You gonna take their grave spot seriously too? That they all gonna be stuffed in the same grave?
I mean, their families would be quite confused, but that would be actually like hilarious.
Yeah.
They like 70, 80 years old, they all gone, but then you go visit the New Day. It's a day of plot, one plot.
Yeah.
3 graves. Oh, just stack them on top of each other. What?
Yeah, that shit was funny. I did listen to the New Day pod. I saw Corey Graves had Samoa Joe. I did not get to listen to it, so I'll probably listen to that tomorrow when I go back to work. Because I'm off Sunday now, so I'm actually happy. I don't have to work tonight. So I'm like not rushing to like go to sleep and shit, so it's just cool. And then that's all I listened to. That's the only thing I got to listen to was New Day. Oh, I caught up with Major Wrestling Figure podcast. I listened to the one that's right after Matt Cardona winning the GCW title. And
okay.
He talked about the experience and shit like that, and he looked like Cardona is doing it. Cardona's having fun. And as much as the blood and all that shit, he's having fun.
That's what it's all about, right?
And he's happy. Like, you could tell he's happy because he's getting to be creative. Seriously, he sold that match 100%.
They're performers, man. That's what they do.
Yeah, he made that match. Everyone wanted to watch that match just by him mocking fucking Nick Gage.
And I love how that because he knows that fan base specifically is passionate, he mocked them, and he got the you saw what happened when he won. So it's very smart.
Yeah,
it's wrestling. It's very smart.
That was funny. Oh man, anything you listen to that? I think Oral Sessions had Chelsea Green host again. And
no, I didn't get to hear anything this week. No, I just caught up with it. Well, now I'm behind, but the last thing I heard was after the bell. So
yeah, but it was fun. I haven't been able to catch up, so I gotta listen. I've been home, so basically I don't really listen to casts when I'm home. It's usually when I'm at work or walking around and shit. So Usually on my days off, I just stay my ass home. Like, I pay a lot to live here. I want to fucking stay home.
This is true.
That's how I feel at times, dude. Like, I got my nice TV.
Shitty.
I think AEW is gonna have some game news this week. They were talking about that earlier this last week. So we might see more screens and some more developments of the AEW game coming on PS5 and Xbox Series X and PS4 and all that shit. So that's coming.
Good stuff.
There was a shit ton of toys that I got announced. Just follow our Red Cyclone Inc. page. They're all on there. That's the easiest way to describe them because there was a lot.
Yes, sir.
And that's also with AEW. AEW announced some of their figures as well, so check those out. Guess we wrap this up.
Yes, sir.
This is the Wrestling Babble podcast. We're here every week with a new podcast, so definitely check those out. You can listen to our past ones too if you like. Easiest way to listen to it is Red Cyclone Inc. on Spotify. You can just go right there. It has every single podcast we've done. Easiest way to get it. Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Twitch. All Mark with the Mic. Follow our Facebook pages, The Wrestling Babble, and The Wrestling page. The Wrestling Babble, we are very, very, very active on there, and we have really good conversations. It's a nice community. It built to be a nice community. It started off a little rocky, and I had to kick people out, but it came to a point that I don't have to even manage it as much as I used to. So it's great. You guys make it easy to do and make it fun and very interactive, especially when pay-per-views come up. I put the polls up, and it's very interactive.
Okay.
A lot of shit talking.
Good. Cool.
So I'm actually happy. We are almost 500 strong on that, and I'm actually really happy with it because I actually know the 500 people instead of like a bunch of bots. I actually physically talk to every single one person on there. It's crazy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But yeah, and the Wrestling Inc. page it's around the same amount of people. A lot of the same people across both of them. I just like do more entertainment, comics, and all that shit on one and the other. But yes, follow those. Those are the easiest ways to talk to us. And when we post our podcast, you can actually put comments and things like that. Things you want us to talk about. There, you put it on there. Follow Red Cyclone Inc.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Follow us anywhere and everywhere. Red Cyclone Inc. That is Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram. That is also SoundCloud. That is also YouTube. And that is also Spotify. And we also have a WordPress, so check it out.
Yep. And always, make sure you follow the Jinkies.
He's hungry for sandwiches.
And he wants them all.
Don't give them to him.
We declared yesterday on the Morphing Cast that we're going to have a 3-way match for a golden sandwich between Zordon, Splinter, and Jinkies.
Well, where you going to get the golden sandwich from?
I don't know. We're just going to paint it.
Okay.
There's gold spray paint somewhere.
I mean, if Jinkies wins, he's going to have to eat that.
Yep. Like, go ahead. Eat it.